I had a phone call today that asked me to explain what did I mean by systemic cultural racism, racism that gets rooted into the very fabric of life. And the best example I have is from a decade of serving in ministry in Tulsa. And the two numbers I want you to remember are 17 and 3. 17 and 3. How would you like to add 17 years to your life expectancy? Wouldn't that be an amazing achievement in terms of health, medicine, and well-being? Um, well, in one part of Tulsa, there's a 17-year difference in life expectancy in a 3-mile range. And the 3-mile range is this. There's a rich neighborhood called Maple Ridge that was built by the oil barons of the 1920s, has beautiful homes, has our art museum in Tulsa, has the beautiful park along the riverside, and it is a wealthy upper middle class neighborhood to this day. And the life expectancy there is 17 years longer than 3 miles away in a neighborhood called Greenwood. Greenwood is a traditionally African-American neighborhood, and there's a reason why the life expectancy there is so short. It is both a food desert with no grocery stores, there's no doctors there, there's not a dentist there, over 40 blocks. But let's talk about the history of why this happened and how it got rooted in racism. In 1921, there was a race massacre in Tulsa. Hundreds of blacks in Greenwood area were shot and killed and buried in mass graves. This attack upon the black population was done by a mob that was supported by the police. And what they destroyed was the most vibrant economic area for blacks in this country. It was called the Black Wall Street. It was an upper middle class neighborhood into 1921, where you could go and there were law offices, there was a dentist, there were doctors, there were hotels, there were offices, there were banks and churches, and those 35 city blocks were burned and torn apart, and people were shot in their own homes. It's the only time in American history where US warplanes were used to bomb American citizens, Black American citizens. If you want to talk about systemic cultural racism, that devastated that area so much that it is, even to this day, it is a place of poverty, a place of need, a place that never was able to recapture the wealth, assets, and riches of that earlier Black Wall Street era. So I want you to remember, when you think about what is systemic racism, how does it get into our culture? 17 years difference in life expectancy, 3 miles difference in zip code.